or shine, the drama circus has arrived. Have you ever watched a horror cow? They scan, they saw, they're screaming now. They scan, they cry, they'll freak you out. You blink once, they're in your house. Come chat about it, we keep it real. Spill your tea, say what you feel. We see the snakes, we see the snakes. We call the lies right to their face. Step right up, rain or shine, the drama circus has arrived. We got laughs and jokes and fights, but it cuts deep late at night. This place gets dark, don't get shaken. Guard your soul, don't let it get taken. Step right up, join the line. The drama circus, rain or shine. Scammers and grifters everywhere, they need help, gummy bears. It's so sad, the pitiful life leave you broke, bleeding inside. Alex will tell y'all what y'all need to hear. Pull that mask off, make it crystal clear. Come on in and wipe your dirty feet. Grab a drink, maybe something sweet. Oh yeah, right up, rain or shine, the drama circus has arrived. We got laughs and jokes and fights, but it cuts deep late at night. This place gets dark, don't get shaken. Guard your soul, don't let it get taken. Step right up, join the line. The drama circus, rain or shine. Round and round the story spin. Who's the victim? Who's the villain? Watch your heart, watch your mind, lead the track, but keep your spine. Step right up, rain or shine, the drama circus has arrived. We got laughs and jokes and fights, but it cuts deep late at night. This place gets dark, don't get shaken. Guard your soul, don't let it get taken. Step right up, join the line. The drama circus, rain or shine.
Hello, you guys. How are you all? Thank you guys for being here. It has been a few days, but I've been trying to enjoy my life. Also busy and stressed at times too, but it was really nice over the weekend is what I'm getting to. And I made a post. If you guys missed it, go check it out because I actually took my phone and took some pictures kayaking and they were pretty cool. So hello, you guys. How are you guys doing? Happy Monday. Hey, Wolfie. Hey, Kelsey. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Solo Angel Mom. Hey, Tess. Hey, Lisa. Thank you, Jacqueline. So y'all liked my horror cows. Chat GPT, I just asked him, hey, can you like make a really beautiful field with a beautiful sky and a bunch of cows and put like Halloween mask on them? And then I named out like what mask I wanted them to wear. Like, can you do Jason and Saul and Freddy? And anyways, I freaking loved it. I thought it was hilarious. If you don't know, we have, kind of a horror cow is basically a lolcow. So a lolcow is like someone who does like pretty insane and stupid shit, but also sometimes funny, sometimes not, just dumb shit on the internet. And a lot of it, and oftentimes involving money and stuff too. A horror cow is a lolcow that has either more, I put this in my description, but in my opinion, like more concerning behavior. Viewers may walk away from the live feeling concerned or worried or stressed, but while also keeping those elements of like the constant responding and just that kind of stuff. But I also think it's fair to say anybody who's covering true crime and being a lolcow is a horror cow. You're talking about true crime. And we have a couple updates tonight. So involving true crime creators, I want to watch a video with you guys, not all of it, but I will share the link and we're going to watch a bit that talks about a recent court hearing with Brittany and Julie. We knew that was happening. I also have a small update regarding White Boy and JLR. I did try to do a little bit of digging before we came on to talk. I also want to talk for a second about a little drama that popped off that I had saved and wanted to talk to you guys about, but never did, between Benny Keys and Crimelines and Lies. We're going to get to that later. And I want to go through a couple posts from Angela involving a mod. I'm honestly blown away. I just wanted to read it to you guys and see what you thought. So that's the plan for tonight. Thank you guys for being here. Let me go ahead. Let me turn this off so y'all don't see me looking all crazy, getting closer to the screen like this, trying to see what I want to pull up next. Okay. And let me catch up with your comments. Hello, Bendy. Hey, Grandma Sherry. Good to see you guys. Steph, by the way, I saw you and so excited to see you. And I hope you're doing well. Hey, Jennifer. Hey, anybody I missed? Kelly, Hippie Chick. I think I said hello to you, but just in case. Hey, Marie. Karen. I hope you guys are having a good night. You can kick back and kind of relax, hang out with me. This first video from Allegedly Speculating, that's who we're going to play. So, she did a FOIA request to get this court coverage and was told she cannot redistribute it. She did a summary. I have not even listened. I scanned through the bottom to get to see where the timestamp was for the summary. But I want to play the first minute or so as well, so that we get an idea of what happened here. But I'm not going to play it all. I'm going to share the link. You guys go check it out. I think though, you're going to get my raw reaction, because even looking at the summary, I was just kind of scanning to see what timestamps had like the full, like where I could see the full thing, and there isn't one. So you had to do two. So we're going to start there. Let me go ahead and pull that up. Hey, Shayna. Okay, Kelsey, I didn't even get to see everything that happened with that, but I have some things to say. I have some thoughts. We will get there. I think we'll do Allegedly Speculating's video and Angela's post first, because they kind of are somewhat connected, even though the posts aren't about Brittany, but still same kind of side of true crime. Then we'll get into a quick update with White Boy and then the Benny stuff. So that is the plan. I love doing these lives. I like talking about like a variety of things that are happening around us. Hey, Rubber Ramada. Thank you, me, myself, and I. I wrote that, but I used Suno for the music and like the beat and the vocals and stuff. I have had a lot of fun writing songs on that using Suno. I will say you can give them a brief description, let them write it for you, but they don't really make sense if you're trying to make a particular point. It'll kind of make you lose the point a bit. But okay, let's start with this video. I'm going to share the link, like I said, in the chat. We're going to start here, and then we're going to jump to the synopsis after we get through a little bit of this, because I think that we need the background information. And like I said, I have not personally really listened to this, so I need it as well.
I wanted to explain something to you guys. So I requested the court hearing from the municipal court with Julie and Brittany from April 1st of 2026.
I really like your shirt. If you ever see this, I know that you used to watch me sometimes and stuff. So good to see you, and I like your shirt.
Now, when I requested this hearing, they called me to inform me that they were going to send it to me on a disc that I needed to play on my computer. And then I could hear the court recording. She said, you can't release this on social media, right? I said, no, I did not know that. Thank you for letting me know. I said, why can't I? And she said, because this is a court hearing that takes place inside of a courtroom. And I said, okay. I got the recording and decided that I would call some attorneys and things and look into it and see what exactly I could do, because it's an Open Public Records Act information request, right? So it's like, My thought process is, okay, this is being released to the media, like, to not to the media, but to the public, right? Like, so how is it that I can get it as a member of the public and you have to release it to me, but I can't put it on social media? So
Every state is different, and I would think it would be not a crazy guess to think that even within a state, different counties may do things differently, so, and that's just kind of the way it is.
I spent today calling some attorneys.
Hey, Kimberly.
And they referred me to call City Hall. I looked up the phone number. I actually called the mayor. I called the mayor on Julie. But it was the...
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, I mean, if they told you couldn't, I guess if you're just trying to do due diligence, that's not a bad thing. I just want to go in and pin her channel. Hold on, at the top of my chat here. If you guys aren't subscribed to her, you can go check out her channel, and I'll change that as we go to whatever channels we're looking at. Okay.
The wrong number.
Oh, and oh my God, I got to tell y'all this. This is not related at all, but this I am very excited to look at. So, oh, she was joking. I totally took that seriously. That went over my head. But anyways, okay. I saw that in the Rebecca Park case, they have released new body cam footage and of Mom's husband. So, and I don't know who else, because that's all I saw very quickly before I got on here just now. Tomorrow night, I will be live on my True Crime channel, because that case is one that we have followed so closely from the very beginning. We were, there was so much misinformation, and it was really interesting, but also quite difficult to keep track of everything. And I am excited to see movement. If you guys don't know that case, Rebecca Park was a pregnant girl whose mother not adopted, I'm sorry, she was adopted. She doesn't deserve to be called her mother, but her biological mother literally cut her baby out and was going to try to pretend like it was hers. And it was this whole thing. Then she threw her other daughter under the bus. It was chaotic and crazy. I have a playlist on it, but body cam footage has come out, and we're going to be talking about that soon. That's all I want to say. Tomorrow night, I just have to get through and see what all has been released and kind of organize it. And we will be on here maybe the same time tomorrow, but on the True Crime channel. So if you guys are following that, just know that's what we're going to be doing. Okay, back to this. Sorry.
I did not leave a message, and I did get in touch with somebody from City Hall. So I spoke to them, and I said, I have this Open Public Records Information Act request, and it is a recording of a court session. And I was told I could not release it on social media, and I want to know why. She explained to me, because it is a court hearing that takes place in a court, just like any member of the public can walk into a courtroom, sit down, and listen. Okay, I had to pause. I apologize. So I was like, if I can walk in from the public and watch the court hearing, why can't I release this? Well, it's a actual court hearing. You can't take a phone in a courtroom anymore, because you could be recording. The only way to record inside of a courtroom, being the public, is if you get a media request. That's how, some trials are able to be televised and trials are not. Like Diddy was not able to be televised. However, Ted Bundy was, right? Because they submitted requests through the media to get approvals, and it's a whole thing.
Yeah, okay. Exactly.
So since I can't release the court hearing, let's run this as I was the 10 o'clock news or something. And how could I release it that way? Like, they write an article, you know what I mean? And they'll say, okay, today so-and-so had court, and this is a synopsis.
Well, of course you can do that, right? Of course. So let's get to her synopsis. And the first place I found where we get the most of it we can before skipping was at 7. Here. Okay. Hey, Tripper. All right. So she basically, before this, because I was skipping through where she timestamped it right here, and she's showing where the recording and stuff. So I'm not guessing. I heard something about notes. I don't know exactly. Probably just showing, hey, here's my recording. This is my thoughts on it, my notes on it. So, case is called State versus BJ and Craig. BJ answers and immediately tries to explain something Judge is having none of it and tells her several times repeatedly to hold on. That's interesting because seems like the judge is already not having it. Like, I feel like sometimes you'll see court cases happening where you walk in and the judge is all jolly and chipper and, polite and saying hello and, talking to the attorneys or laughing. And then you have ones where they're just not putting up with any of the bullshit. He seems like that kind of judge, or at least in that kind of mood. So the judge, again, told her several times repeatedly to hold on. He informs her that if she says too much, it could affect her case. He tells her she's charged with harassment via social media on December 4th, 2025. We see that a lot in court, right? A judge being like, okay, stop. You can't talk about this right now. Obviously. He tells her if you watch any court cases, if you are a true crime creator or like to say that you are, then I would think that you at least watch sometimes some court stuff and you would know somewhat about the etiquette of a courtroom. But okay. She is asked if she understands. She says she does. She's informed she has the right to a lawyer and a trial. Then Julie was asked about a cross complaint against Craig. Julie informed the judge she filed 2 civilian complaints, one against BJ, one against Craig. The judge then asks where Craig is and tells him to unmute. It is at this point that BJ speaks up and informed the judge that she was not aware he was supposed to be present for this hearing, that Julie has a separate hearing against Craig. BJ says the cases against them are separate, but that he's in the next room and she can fetch him. Judge requested that BJ do just that. At this point, Julie tries to chime in and speak, but is informed to hold on. Oh my God. Again, how do you. Okay. Craig arrives and is informed that he is charged with harassment over social media from a December 4th hearing. He is asked if he understands the charge, and his reply is yes, I hear you. He is then informed on his right to a lawyer and trial. Craig informed the judge that he has a case and a lawyer already. Judge informed him this is a different trial and a different case. Craig replied, okay. Julie was then informed that this may be a matter for civilian mediation. And I think we, several weeks ago in the other hearing, this was also brought up from the state attorney, or from the attorney prosecutor, rather. I'm really confused about this. How many cases, I don't know. I'm confused a little bit about what's going on. I haven't been watching everything super close. I'll kind of, catch up in spurts. So unfortunately I do miss shit like that. But I would go crazy if I didn't. So she declined. Wait, Julie was informed this may be a mediation. She declined mediation due to the temporary restraining order she has against Craig. She tries to expand on this. Judge tells her a simple yes or no is fine, while she continues to try to speak over him, referencing the cases against Craig. Oh my God. You people need to okay, I don't know, just me, but if I'm about to go to court, I'm probably going to do some research. How have you not watched and you don't know how you're supposed to speak in a courtroom? And hey, looking beyond. Did the judge say, hold, please? Confused too. If we ever hear this hearing or future hearings, I'm sure we'll get lots of great sound bites. They both like to talk and want to have the last word. It will be a shit show. That Ellen girl, you ain't lying. I'm telling you, I can just, And look here, as much as I think Brittany and Craig do some really ignorant shit, and they themselves take people to court over YouTube shit and hurt feelings, I don't think they should do it, and I don't think it should be done to them. Like, I have not seen any evidence. I don't know that is like, okay, this makes sense. You know what I mean? I don't know. I guess we'll see. Obviously, it hasn't been thrown out. So, anyway, let me see if there's any other comments, and we'll keep going. Yes, Jinlu has all the court credentials and press passes. She printed them herself. She definitely knows knows a lot more about the court process than it seems like some people do. No, Steph, girl, no, no, no. Let me guess. She didn't read her paperwork, and all her mods quit, so she has no one to read it for her. Exactly. Exactly. Hey, Tripper. Oh, I think I said hi to you exactly. Yeah, Britt is accused of harassment. Kelsey, it says, BJ answers, immediately tries to blah, blah, blah. The judge informs her if she says too much, it would affect her case. He tells her she is charged with harassment via social media on December 4th, 2025. Later, her notes say Craig is informed he's charged with harassment for a December 4th hearing, and that's a bit confusing to me. I don't know. Does that mean the first one? It sounds like the event that happened on the 4th, and the second one it says for a December 4th hearing. So a little bit confused over that, but yes, but it's not like these are petty charges. Okay, let me go to here. Judge informed him this is a different trial, different case. Craig replied, okay. She declined the mediation because of restraining order. Again, tries to expand. Judge tells her a simple yes or no is fine. Judge informed Julie he understands and agrees that this is not a case for mediation. He then addresses BJ and Craig and asks if they want a lawyer. Craig replies that he already has a lawyer. The judge understands and informed him that he also has a criminal charge against him as well. That charge is a petty disorderly person's charge. BJ is asked if she wants an attorney and responds that she will be seeking counsel from Craig's attorney. Judge enters a not guilty plea and they are told to come back April 15th. So I'm really curious. I don't know if that will work. If they're both charged for something that happened on December 4th together, and then he's also charged for something else separately, they can't share the same attorney for that charge that happened at this like together, right? That's the way I understand it. So I don't know. I'd be curious to know what you guys think about that. Hey, extra pickles. I'm betting somehow Kelsey, Marlena, and Angela will be blamed for the court debacle. Well, I mean, they weren't there helping and setting in all the meetings and doing all the shit for and with her, but I guess if that counts. Yeah, I think that's BS too, Kelsey. I'm like, huh? I don't like this like from either of them. That's just me. Now the prosecutor looked at what Julie presented and he proceeded, hence the state versus Black and Jackson. Correct, Don. Well, yeah, correct. Oh man, I was looking for something and I lost it. Hey, Angela. We're about to go over to your page in a second. Because, wow, they cannot have the same attorney if they're basically co-defendants. That's what I was thinking. And I was waiting to see your response. You guys, give me just 1 second. I have got to pull this hair up because it's like a lot. There's a lot of it and it's in my face and it's annoying. So just 1 second because I got to take off my headphones and stuff. So just give me 1 sec. Okay, let me tell you. There's been some drama happening over. I know I don't have my headphones on, but I don't need to hear anything anyways. There has been some drama happening over in the LCU, even going back to the Wild channel a bit, and I am going to be talking about it on Friday on Lolcow Chubby. So if you're interested, go check it out. Go check out Chubby anyways, because I love AMAC and I love Angie, and they do a great job. Okay. Now, feeling so much better. Don't you do you guys get that where you need to just get your hair up, and once you do, you're just like, I'm free, finally. Okay. So she should have just shut the fuck up and she wouldn't be where she is now. Just saying, says Mischief all around me. Yeah, but she literally cannot keep herself from responding. She just can't. So anyways, now, like I said, I want to talk about some things I saw on Angela's post, on Angela's page. And there are some things I see and I'm kind of like, and I don't think too much about it. And there are some things I see and I'm just like, what in the actual fuck? So let's go over here. Angela, Clips and Giggles, 2 days ago. If you all want to know who her number one enabler is, look no further. She was nasty to the other mods, and she will bold-faced lie to your face like Brittany does. This comment is also a lie, Ivy League. I definitely didn't want to be associated with that registry any longer. Now, I tell you what, there is nothing like somebody who will just straight up, flat out lie to your face. Cannot stand that. Once I find out that you are not trustworthy, that you are a liar or a fake, or you're going to share DMs or private information or whatever, that's it. Cut off. Will not fuck with you again. In passing, will I be polite, cordial, whatever? Maybe, but nah. I just can't with people that will boldly lie to your face. I find that to be one of the most disgusting traits in a person. And honestly, even just talking about it and thinking about it makes me think of Letitia, because we did so much looking into the psychology of her, going through her jail files and her case file. And she was a prolific liar. She lied all the time. I can't. I think that's the great example of how disgusting it is. And yeah, I'm not saying these people are like Letitia, but I'm just saying they share some behavioral traits. Okay, they share some personality traits, or personality. I don't even know what behavioral traits. Okay. That's the best way to say it. Before we get into this, though, I'm going to pull up her comment a little bit. I want to change the pinned comment really quickly at the top to Angela's channel. Wait. Oh, yeah, it's still pinned. Now it looks like it pins at the bottom. Unpinned message. Okay. I want to share Angela's channel. You guys, if you're not subscribed there, you can go check it out with the link that's about to be at the bottom. When you search it, it comes, there's a search, not a previous search from me, but a YouTube prompted search that says Angela's Clicks and Giggles. But okay. Share. Just 1 second. Hold, please. Hold, please. Hold, please. Angela. Now, this right here is some shit, y'all. All right. Now we can get into it. Excuse me. Ivy League flight nurse says, you were always hesitant about me registry because you knew how they would react. None of the mods tried to talk you out of it, and none of them ever said they didn't want their name associated with it. Listen, I don't have to be behind the scenes to know that's a damn lie. Hesitant about asking for shit on YouTube? Are you fucking kidding me? That's a joke. That is a joke that anybody would believe that you would think people would believe it. If people do believe it, come the fuck on. It literally takes just a little bit of common sense. 1 + 1 is 2. And Allie's got her hair up and hoops out. Buckle up, Spicy Amy is about to enter the chat. Still got my hoops in, but I should take them out because they're uncomfortable with these damn headphones. See? Got the big ones in too. Definitely got to take them out. Hey, Deborah. All right, Bendy, you talked me out into it. There they went. Okay. So, anyways, this is the first comment, right? This is the first thing I saw. And again, first time I saw it, I kind of thought, like not really something that I would want to point out because maybe there's something I want to comment on. Maybe I'm like, ooh, I'd like to comment on this in a live. So I'll make mental notes of things or I'll just, kind of overlook it and keep going. All right. The next one takes the fucking cake. Let me tell you just a second. Let me get my horror cows up. Oh my God. I get too much entertainment out of stupid shit like this, but horror cows, literally wearing horror masks or Halloween masks, whatever you want to say. Okay. Let me go to her other post here. This is kind of unfucking believable. And I'm sorry. I think it needs to be pointed out and discussed. Like, this is just crazy. Hold on. Okay. I had to get a good cough, clear the throat, and get a drink to read this. All right. I'm sorry, but what? Are you saying you were on some mod call while trying to save a life? I don't know if you think this is some flex to be at work while talking to Brittany, but you were also one that questioned if she was on substances while pregnant. Enabling Brittany and buying hundreds of dollars of baby stuff isn't going to save anyone, is it, Ivy League? Also, if you don't want to be addressed, then keep your mouth shut about other mods. It's really that simple. So we're going to skip past the first part because we're about to read her comment and I'm going to give what I think about it. But I just want to say this last part. People got to realize that if you come out here, I have every fucking live I say this, I feel like. Me, you, any fucking body else, when we come out and give our thoughts on something, we're liable to piss somebody off and they might respond, right? Especially if it's in a drama community. And I don't care if you're a creator or in the chats. I will say, I don't think subscribers need to be like turned into content. But when a moderator is making like this comment here is pretty whoa. I don't know. I don't like this at all. Horror cows, fucking horror cows. This is the definition of it. Lolcows that concern the fuck out of you, that are scary to watch, that you walk away, you feel stressed out. I'm telling you, even the mods, fucking horror cows. And that's the truth. Sorry. Oh, man. Okay. 1 second, because I don't want to. You can see me throwing, looking in the dumpster that we're always talking about and all the pictures, like that's always in the thumbnails. I'm like, ugh. Okay. Here's the comment again. My bad, y'all. Ivy League flight nurse. To think that I'm lying about being a nurse is absurd. Britt has talked to me on the phone when I'm working. She heard me apologize to a man I couldn't save. I gain nothing by lying. Whew, I read this now and I just feel like if it's not often, it's actually never. It's been over a decade since I've threw the fuck down with somebody. But I tell you what, if that man had family, I bet you they might want to throw the fuck down with you. Because if you are on the phone letting your friends listen in while you're apologizing to a man you can't save, let me stop screaming because it's late and it's bedtime. What in the actual fuck is wrong with you? Are you that fucking drama obsessed and YouTube obsessed? Are you kidding me? To think that you could write this in a chat? Oh my God, I am not doubting you're a nurse, but I think you need to put the fucking phone up while you're working on saving people's lives or when you are not able to. This is disgusting. I'm sorry. I find this fucking disgusting. As somebody who has family going through their own health issues, who has, been there visiting my grandma at hospice as an adult, and also losing a lot of other people, this makes me so fucking mad. I mean, so mad. I just putting myself in the mind of that, right? At the end of the day, I can walk away and it's not going to ruin my day. But in the moment, reading this and thinking about that, it's just like, are you fucking serious? That is absolutely inappropriate. It is disgusting. And I cannot believe that you would not only do this, but write it in a fucking chat boldly. People need to step away from the fucking tube sometimes, touch grass. I mean, even at work doing it. And I cannot. Let me see what you guys have to say. Excuse me. We were busy saving lives. We had 0 time for the phone. I don't know if she means they already passed, or I'm assuming, or like maybe like I don't know, because there are a lot of people who maybe they have a fall or something like that and they can't be saved, and you have to they're on a machine and they have to be taken off. There's those in between. It's vulnerable fucking time. How fucking dare you? I just cannot. I'm sorry. Let me keep reading y'all's comments because oh, I didn't hear that, Rocky. BJ tried to change the narrative of that statement. You can't I don't know how you can really change that. It's very disgusting. After he had already passed, because there's no damn way on God's green earth she would. But then again, have that phone. I don't know. That's all right, Dawn. I think that it makes us all like feel a certain type of way, especially if you have, I don't know, just depending on what you've been through in your life. I'm telling you. This isn't the first time. She was on the phone all the time with the mods while working. I've heard that as well, Samantha. I'm sorry, but when I have a loved one in the hospital, whether it's a grandparent, which unfortunately I don't have any anymore, but let's just say at the time that it was, or a parent, or whether it's one of my little ones, like a broken arm surgery, been through that, I don't want any fucking nurse taking care of them that's on the phone while taking care of them. I don't care if you put the phone in your pocket and leave it on. What is so important? I mean, I just, no, 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 no. I'm sorry, Dawn. Thank you, Mischief. This was wild, and she said this publicly, and Brittany confirmed it happened. I want to be the Jason Cow. Angela, I still cannot believe, like, just boldly, flat out say this in fucking front of everybody. Which, I will say, I do like when people show who they are like that. That is better than when they hide who they are. You know what I mean? Like, if once I find out that somebody, let's say, for instance, like we were talking about with liars, once I find out that you're a liar, I'm thankful to know that. So, okay. So let me see here. I think that's all with the 2 things. I mean, let's do a little roundup of with the Julie, Craig, Brittany thing. Again, I don't I have never seen any proof that makes that make sense. I've seen a lot of people talking about different things that have been said, didn't seem to be like flat out direct threats to me. I've never seen that. So, I don't like it. I think it doesn't matter that how we feel about Brittany, and Craig, don't get me wrong, he says some reckless, stupid fucking shit. He's an asshole. Sorry, not fucking sorry. Excuse my language. He's just a fucking asshole. And I can see feeling some type of way, but going to this extent, I don't think it's that serious. And I think there's a lot of shit that the courtrooms are obviously congested and backed up, or the courthouses. It takes forever for cases to be heard in front of a judge. And I don't like it. In the same way, I don't like when Brittany has done it to other people. I can understand a little bit of why, but not fully. Anyways, I cannot fully. And also, I just I say that meaning I can understand wanting to get someone to stop talking about you, right? I do understand that that is not a good feeling or whatever, and not liking what somebody says about you. I don't understand going to that level with it, and especially on the back of a missing child, and wrapping yourself all up in that. I don't like that at all either. I also don't like all the other court shit. I mean, hell, taking a YouTuber to court for a restraining order and your ass don't even fucking show up on time. Hell, you don't even show up to the first hearing. You act like you pretend that you didn't know that it was going to happen. But at the end of the day, I don't like any of it. It's just words. I mean, I think when you get, like, for taking someone to get a restraining order on him, restraining order on Craig, those are not meant to shut someone up. Those are literally meant to protect yourself from violence, from physical violence, right? If you are in fear of being hurt. So, all of it, I just don't like it. I think that it's messy. I think that it's costly. I think it's very stressful to people involved, and I don't like it. So, it's gonna have to be a pretty extreme situation for me to justify it. That is where I'm at. Thank you, Laced with Lacey. So, speaking of court, we've got some other people in court. Now, last time we were live, we talked a little bit about White Boy Lockdown Radio and JLR. We know that it's kind of funny because JLR has, when I first really started hearing and watching him, was during Gabby Petito. I think it was Jay is for Justice who had him on, and he was protesting, and he was given like more information. Protesting in front of the Laundrie's home, and in front of their daughter's home, Brian's sister, I can't remember her name as well, and she has little kids and stuff, and protesting at Quentin Simons all over. We've seen Summer Wells, and let me tell you, even before I talked about Karama or true crime creators and the kind of shit that they get into, I have videos on my true crime channel about what was happening in the Summer Wells case. I could not believe the things they were saying when they were showing up, not only to their jobs, but their neighborhoods and everywhere fucking else. Not necessarily him, but he was a part of it, a big part of it. Molly said a few really outrageous things. Betty, but he was a big part of that. So now that he is wrapped up in a court case, which I have not looked into close enough to have an opinion on, and I'm not going to get into, but while he's wrapped up in a court case right now, people were protesting. White Boy Lockdown was one of them. And he's trying to get a restraining order on him. So, I went to his channel to try to get some updates, and I watched 2 videos. I'm not going to play them, but I do have them here. And maybe I should now, I won't pin them, but I'll unpin the other comment in the chat. Where the heck did it go? Angela's channel. Oh, there it is. Okay. and I'll share the link in a second. So I watched 2 videos. One was about fangirls. It was kind of like a parody. And the other one was about new pictures of the incident from JLR and Magnolia. In the second one, he talks about a minute and 20 seconds in about the situation he's going through. I think that's the exact words, the situation I'm going through. He says that there while mentioning the body cam will be out from their incident on May 7th, he also talks about how in the documents, and I hadn't known this before, but in some of the documentation JLR filled out, he claimed that pictures that he was protesting with on his signs were doctored of Magnolia with fake black eyes and stuff like that. So we are, there's no update really, and there's not everything is necessarily being shared. Sorry, I was looking to see. But we know that it's moving through the process, through the court process. Maybe we'll have an update soon. Let me see what you guys, if you have anything to say about that. And then I want to talk about Crimelines and Lies and Benny Keys. What did he say? Let's see what Kelsey said. Hold on. I saw Bendy say it's foul. He said, it's pretty serious when God won't even let you make a baby. That's how fucked up you are. Drop my phone. Oh my God. You cannot be that fucking stupid to think. Like, do you not know that really bad people have babies all the fucking time? Like, literally, people that end up abusing and killing their own children. What the fuck do you mean? I can't stand when people try to use God to justify tragedy or hard times. I think that's really sick and gross. I do believe in God. Personally, I'm not a fan of organized religion. I have my own personal relationship with spirituality and all that stuff. And I see things a bit differently, but also a bit traditionally. I've got I've taken little parts from everything, but that is one of the things that turns me away from organized religion the most. Don't you ever, and I mean fucking ever, use God to justify someone's hard times, a tragedy, or something like that. You are truly just so fucked up in the head. You are truly, there is really no other way to say it. Besides, you are fucked up as a fucking football bat. Okay? That's an old hillbilly country West Virginia saying for your ass. You are fucked up as a fucking football bat. Me spitting everywhere and everything. My God. That's not the first time he said that, Alex. He said it a couple months ago as well. I'm not surprised. I don't listen. I cannot listen unless it's being reviewed. I really, even back in the day, I can't do dead air. I need more stimulation and things that I'm listening to. I just can't do it. So I usually have to wait and hear about it later and then hear clips or go find it or whatever. So I miss a lot because of that. And like I said, I'll go days where I don't pay attention. I fucking recommend that to some of you guys. Just try that. Go a couple days where you're not paying attention at all to what's going on in this little this little drama community or whatever. Because it's really I don't know, it's good for the soul. It will open your eyes about some things. He's a fucking pig, girl. Ain't that the truth? Yes, Craig has said that. I trust you guys. I believe Kelsey, and I definitely trust you, Pointer Lover. God does not like ugly. I just cannot. So you're like in turn kind of saying if you can have babies, then you're like a godly good person. What makes you a godly good person? Have you ever heard of the 7 deadly sins? You should look those up. Matter of fact, let me fucking do it for you, okay? And then we'll get into the crime, lies, and lies stuff I want to talk about. 7 deadly sins. I'll just tell you what they are, okay? And you can see if, you know. The 7 deadly sins are pride, greed, lust, envy, gluttony, wrath, and sloth. Oh my God. I think y'all might fit into like 6 out of 7 of them or something. I don't know. I'm just saying. Seriously. Let me see if I can pull up something with like a brief. Let's see if we can view this image. We have lust, to have an intense desire or need. Okay. Pride, an inflated state of being proud, like thinking that you're God's people and that kind of thing. Envy, jealousy towards the happiness of others. Okay. Wrath, vengeful anger or indignation. That's a bendy word. Vengeful anger or indignation. Laziness, or known as sloth, lack of effort. The way of the sluggard is blocked with thorns, but the path of the upright is a highway. That's from Proverbs. Greed, a selfish desire to have more. Gluttony, excess in eating or drinking. Okay. So don't be shaming people for anything and acting like you're better than anybody until you get your own life in order, damn it. Psst. All right. They call everyone demonic now. That's so fucking stupid. Like, are you kidding me? Hey, Jill. Hey, Tiff. Lust, pride, envy. Preach, Allie babe. Good to see you, Tiff. Hey, Nicole B. Good to see you. Who doesn't enjoy a good old rebuking? Y'all are haters. Oh my God. I rebuke you. Shut up, Jen. That was funny. But my God. All right. So let me just talk for a little bit and about this Crimelines and Lies. Oh, I did have a screenshot of something else I saw of Brittany's that was recommended to me from YouTube. I was like, whoa, I might pull that up too because I have a screenshot from this Crimelines and Lies. So let me get my little folder pulled up here. So, unfortunately, a lot of this was taken down by the time I was trying to catch up and look into it all. But, a long time ago, many years ago, not for a long time, but shortly watched Crimelines and Lies, and I've spoken to her before. And then Benny Keys, I've also watched him mainly a long time ago because of like Summer, but I've known both of these guys for a long time. I saw some post being made and I was like, whoa. And it looks like the live has been taken down, but let's see if we can. Okay. Oh, now I got it, but it's gonna pull up. I think I'll just pull up the little thing I had just mentioned that I couldn't believe. This was fucking recommended to me. YouTube, fuck you. Okay. But destroying lives one stream at a time. I had to screenshot that because are you fucking serious? Like, stop with the dramatics, dude. Destroying lives one stream at a time. Shut up. Just shut up. But anyways, I'm just going to flip you over there for 1 second so I can get this screenshot. So I grabbed this screenshot from Crimelines and Lies because she actually did a live that's still up, and she reviewed. I didn't watch the live yet, and I probably won't. She reviewed some of Benny's posts, right? So this was one of them that's now taken down. The other one I'll read to you in a second. So he said, I was going to go live tonight, but I just got out of work, so I'll spend the rest of tonight putting it all together. It's a lot. Mugshot for mugshot. I'm going to put a y'all on y'all. I'm looking for a recorded Brandy Vaughn audio. Put it in the comments. So, uh, personally, when I clicked on and got this screenshot, no, I clicked into the live actually, and jumped like past a couple minutes in just to hear for a second. And she was talking about like, we moved from this place to this place. I don't have any interest in her background, where she lived, what she's doing, what she's up to, any of it at all. None. At all. But I do have an interest in what happens on here and with these true crime cases. And I just wanted to take the time to say, like, I have no respect for somebody who, records a suspect of a case who's now been charged for the murder of Michael Vaughn, and playing all these little games with them and becoming like best friends with them and all this stuff. I just will never understand it. I don't understand the way that she will reach out to people and their real, she'll reach out to people involved in the cases she's talking about. And she very boldly and proudly says it on her channel. So I don't mind talking about like what she's actually doing on her channel. And it's not for me. I find it gross. I'm sorry, but these people going through this stuff, they need to be left the fuck alone unless they reach out to you. Let's say they find you somehow, like Steve Gonsalves and what's her name that used to go with Betty, Olivia. Kaylee watched her. They reached out to her. Unless somebody reaches out to you or something happens like that, you should not be reaching out to these families and stuff. And it's just gross. And and also I will say with the Summer Well stuff, it's just too many rumors and too much for me. For my true crime, I like very accurate, sometimes even dry true crime because I want the facts. I don't want any of the bullshit. I don't want any of the rumors, right? And I don't see that that's just not her specific kind of channel. She really goes into the rumors and stuff. If that's for you, might be the channel for you. But maybe you just like to hear, some of the more not so serious. I don't know. Whatever. Just saying all that to say, then this post came up that says, I removed all the Brooks content after speaking with her extensively in private. Not because someone wants to be hosted to bash Benny for not getting their way with him on our panel, but because it's the right thing to do. Not everything is everyone's business. That includes me. One and done. I think that was big of him. I do. As much as I want to hear the drama and I like to know the tea, if it's involving her private personal life and stuff, I don't think that that's for YouTube, right? But again, there's a lot of shit that's done right here in front of our faces that's not super cool, and that's where I stand on that. I don't know. Let's see what you guys say. Maybe some of you caught it. Hello, that girl. It is weird that they ended up like, I know, and now they have their channels and stuff. It's kind of crazy, but really blissful ignorance. I don't know. I didn't know that. Hey, Toe Beans. Yes, we do. And I will see you guys tomorrow to go over it. I am very excited that to get some kind of update and more information about that. Why is the gummy bear a puppet? What the hell I walk into? Nothing. I just am doing like a roundup of different things happening. We talked about Julie's court hearing from allegedly speculating. We talked about the nurse who's, on the phone letting her people listen in while she apologizes to her patients that she can't save them. Like, what the fuck? We also talked about just briefly White Boy and this very briefly. So that's kind of all that I know that I've been watching that's going on. If you guys ever see something that you want to talk about, send it to me. This weekend, I want to do some kind of like drinking stream. And I have some people that I'm thinking about inviting that I've talked about it already a little bit with. So, or some kind of, I don't even drink, but I just think it would be fun to make some kind of game out of it, or some kind of stream, some kind of, I can't even talk. It's late, y'all. Forgive me. Well, even when it's normal times, I'm crazy, but anyway, I have learned to not watch true crime channels that do the newest crimes and missing persons. The Sebastian Rogers case showed me how nasty things can get. I enjoy the cold cases now. I don't blame you, dumb mom. For me, I enjoy both, but I'm very cautious about where I get information. And I really like to get information from maybe a couple people I trust, but beyond that, local news, stuff like that. It's better. I don't drink anymore. I don't drink any less either. What do you mean, Grandma? Do you want to join? Even if you don't drink, you could still join. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but something. Hey, psycho cunt. I was trying to catch up with who you were talking to, Inspector Gadget. But I don't see Brooke's comments. But I'm sending you my love. And listen, a lot of really good people may never be able to have kids or may really struggle. And a lot of shitty people have kids. That's not true. That's just that's like saying, if that's true, then why does God why do little kids have cancer? I don't like using God to, like I said, to justify or whatever different tragedies or people's hard times. I think that's really sick. And unfortunately, bad shit happens to good people all the time. And good shit happens to bad people way too fucking much. And that's that. Y'all, I want to drink, but I don't know if I can. You should join if you want to. Let me try to think of oh, wait, we can't do it on Friday, but maybe Saturday or Sunday. But let me try to think of a fun way or a cool game or something fun to do, like a sleepover thing. Oh my gosh, Brooke, that is so exciting. Well, good luck. That's really exciting. That'd be really fun. Okay. It's a plan. It's a plan. Don't know what it is, but there is going to be something. Something fun. Some kind of, I don't know. Maybe I can find some kind of, I don't know. Maybe I should make some Jello shots or something. I don't drink either. And I've found that like the White Claw Surge are almost tasteless when they're really cold. They don't taste like alcohol. They just taste like water, like that carbonated water. But like I don't like how awful liquor, like I can't really do liquor except for that cinnamon kind, but I think I could do it with some Jello shots. I don't know, but if you have any thoughts, let me know. Let me know. And then tomorrow, like I said, we'll be on True Crime. Friday, I'll be on Lolcow Chubby. I'm excited for that. And yeah, thank y'all for being here to listen to me babble and I need to get all this shit out of my head. I need to kind of run my mouth a little bit. I'm sorry, when I saw that nurse comment, that just like I don't know how I keep being fucking shocked on the internet, but I do. I bought some little Jell-O boxes today. That's what made me think of it. When I was a kid, my mom used to make like the Jell-O from the boxes that you boil, and she had these little containers that she would put them in, and I want to do that for my kids. So I got some, and I have to find the right containers, but I'm excited for that. They like Jell-O. They don't eat it much, but I think it'll be fun. Oh, but anyways, y'all, I hope y'all have a good night, and hope that you got a little bit of a laugh here. The horror cows made me laugh, and that damn chat GPT of me in the dumpster. It really looks like me. It used a real photo. Let me grab it. Hopefully you got your mind off whatever or something, at least while you were here for a little bit. But I used a picture of me where I'm in this Halloween shirt. And besides the hair being all like frizzed out and weird, it totally looks like me. In the picture I used, I was looking straight, not down. But when I look at that, I'm like, that actually looks just like my eyes when they look down. It's kind of freaky. Chat GPT, what are you doing? How are you doing this? So yeah, I hope you guys got a good laugh. I'll play a little song as we leave. Every time I see it, I laugh. I'll keep making dumb shit and little videos and songs and stuff for you guys. The next time I'm live over here, I'm gonna have another new song or some kind of video with a song or something. I just haven't had the time to do too much, but thank you, Mystery. Thank you, Extra Pickles. I was just thinking, like, I could really easily show a horror cow with a field of cows wearing Halloween masks. But anyways, all right, y'all. I am going to let you go. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for spending your time with me. Sincerely, I hope to see you tomorrow. And yeah, I hope you have a good night. Let me get my little... Ooh, we'll play the other song now. Courthouse Cows. Courthouse Cows by Alex Erickson. You got to put in your for instance, like male vocals, rap or country or punk rock or whatever, right? And here's what I put in. I wrote the words, which are not really that good. It's kind of dumb. But at least hopefully it'll make you laugh. But and then I wrote rap in that section where you put what you want, male vocals, comma, vibe, comma, intense. And this is what I got. So here we go. Hey, Amber, good to see you. Yeah, Courthouse Cows. Horror cows is a real thing. Courthouse Cows is just what came to my head. Bushi, thank you. Oh, let me see. Your grandma loved Jell-O shots. That's funny. I will tell you one thing. The Lord don't bring you to it, but he'll damn sure get you through it. Ain't that the truth, girl? Thank you, that girl. All right. Y'all have a good night, and I'll see you soon. Bye.
True crime creators behaving badly, lying, whining, and grifting sadly. Horror cows crying cow, we call them all out gladly. Go. True crime, criminal creators behaving badly, lying, whining, and grifting sadly. Horror cows crying cows, we call them all out gladly. Courthouse cows, messy house, poking, rogue mouths. Fact check for what? That takes too long. The facts don't matter, it's flat out wrong. Haters behaving badly, lying, whining, and grifting sadly. Horror cows crying cows, we call them all out gladly. Exploitation, desperation, anything for content. Lose yourself and your soul, don't know where your pride went. Exploitation, desperation, anything for content. Lose yourself and your soul, don't know where your pride went. True crime creators behaving badly, lying, whining, and grifting sadly. Horror cows crying cows. We call them all out gladly. True crime creators behaving badly, lying, whining, and grifting sadly. Horror cows crying cows. We call them all out gladly. Gladly. Exploitation, desperation, anything for content.
Bushi, the drinking live is happening. I'm going to make it happen. And Bieber, I love you and I'm glad to see you. And I hope you guys have a good night and I'll see you later. And like I said, it's meant to be, the songs are meant to be kind of silly and just goofy and fun. But anyways, you guys have a good night. Bye.